So in about 2011, AWN had the opportunity to apply for the Aboriginal Fund for Species at Risk program. So we decided that we would develop a project to protect the woodland caribou and preserve their habitat. Initially, we reached out to Foothills Research Institute and ended up forming a partnership with Foothills Landscape Management Forum, which operates under the umbrella of the Foothills Research Institute. Alberta Environment and Sustainable Resource Development came on as an additional program partner. AWN looks after all the administrative aspects of the patrol program, and we subcontract our environmental corporation, Asnuji Environmental, to undertake the daily operations of the Caribou Patrol Program. I think in a sense patrol might be a bit of a misnomer because they do much more than patrol. They do spend a good portion of their time traveling the Highway 40 corridor through the Alapesh and Little Smoky ranges, but they also spend a significant amount of time doing public outreach and education. We put on workshops for industry, for the general public, and we spend a lot of time in schools doing some fun interactive activities with kids. The Caribou Patrol Program educates are quite innovative. It's a series of 3 booklets. One is aimed at youth, one is aimed at industry, and one is aimed for the general public. There's information about the woodland caribou, their habitat, what they eat. There's also information about the various threats to woodland caribou in our area. The booklets have activities for kids, there's interesting stories from our elders, and there's information about the program partners. It's significant that for many years, for decades, our community has advocated for the protection and preservation of the caribou. And the patrol program has been our first opportunity to put boots on the ground and take an active role. And even in this area, in the town of Grande Cache, our elders vividly remember seeing herds of caribou in their youth. And they've watched those numbers severely dwindle to several dozen caribou. And I think we have a really viable opportunity here where traditional values and our connection to the land can help shape how that research is applied in the real world. The Caribou Patrol Program provides an opportunity for young people from our community to learn a little bit about the environmental sciences. I think it's important to mention that the Foothills Landscape Management Forum has provided us with the technical capacity to be able to undertake the Caribou program and ensure that the data collected can be used to track caribou movement and that we can identify areas that may require extra patrols to keep the caribou safe. I can't overstate the wonderful job that our patrollers have done. We have significantly reduced the number of caribou that are killed by vehicles on our highway, especially since the traffic counts have increased immensely over the last few years due to economic development and resource development in our area. Our patrollers really find the work that they do meaningful. They've heard the stories from their parents and their grandparents and their great-grandparents about the decline of the caribou and how our land has been impacted by resource development. But by being a patroller, this gives them a real opportunity to make a difference and to preserve our values that we have out on the land. It's powerful when you can have industry, an Aboriginal community, and government around the same table planning and carrying out a program that makes a meaningful difference out on the land. I think we're off to a good start.